In this video, I'm going to go over Fleming's left-hand rule for motors. I'll be telling you how the rule works and how we use our left hand to determine the force on a certain wire or a coil in order to determine which way a motor will spin. So as I mentioned, we use our left hand for motors, we use our right hand for generators. And similarly, like we did with generators, I want you to think of the fingers in the same way. The F, the father finger, your first finger, your thumb, is the force on the coil, which I'll explain in a second. It's whether the coil is going up or down. So for example, if this is your coil for your motor, and this side of the coil, the side over here, if that moves upwards, then that means that this side of the coil, the other side, would have to then move downwards in order to make it spin. So if the left-hand side of the coil, the side moves upwards, it means that my thumb would point upwards. Okay, if I'm orientating it according to the side of the coil. So that's F. Then we've got the magnetic field finger, the M finger, the mother finger, B. That's just another symbol for magnetic field. And you always point from the north to the south. And my C finger, my child finger, my current finger is in the direction of the induced current. It's very important to note that motors work on conventional current. So if you have a little circuit like this, you should know that the long terminal of the battery is the positive terminal and the short one is the negative terminal. So conventional current is current that flows from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. So in other words, the current going that way and to the negative. So from the positive around to the negative. So I want you to take out your left hand and I want you to try and orientate it like you see in this diagram over here. So in other words, if you take a look at the magnetic field, remember the magnetic field goes from the north to the south. In other words, that way to the right. Can you see how this is your force finger, your magnetic field finger, and your current finger? Can you see how your magnetic field finger is pointing from the north to the south? We ignore the side of the magnet. We look here, north to south. My second finger, my magnetic field finger, is pointing towards the south. Then I would have to tell you that the current in the wire, so this over here is the wire or the conductor, which will be part of a coil or an armature. In this case, it's just a straight wire. The current is coming this way. Direction of current, this way. So your middle finger is pointing outwards. If you're using your left hand, your middle finger will be pointing towards you. And can you see that your force finger, your first finger, your father finger is pointing up? What that means is that this wire will move upwards. It won't move down, it'll move up. In this case, I'm actually giving you the full picture of what's happening in this motor. First of all, you can see that it's a motor because I'm giving you a battery. Remember, generators will not have a battery. Motors have a power source, which is like a battery. This is a DC motor because of the split ring commutator, which is this thing over here. And what I'm showing you is the magnets north and south. Remember, the magnetic field lines always go from the north to the south. So the magnetic field lines will run like this, from the north to the south. You can also see the coil over here, and you can see the direction that the current is traveling in. So the little black arrows indicate the direction of the current. These arrows over here that I'm highlighting indicate the direction of the current. And then lastly is the torque, or the spin, the way that this thing is spinning or turning. You can see that this arrow is indicating that this left-hand side of the coil is going up and the right-hand side of the coil is going down. That causes the coil to spin in a clockwise direction. So it's basically something like this. So this side of the coil over here is going up. This side of the coil over here is going down. And because of that, it's spinning in a clockwise direction. So if I have to orientate my left hand, which you can see a picture of over here, according to this side of the coil, remember you're going to pick a side of the coil like we did with generators. So you take your hand, and I always do the magnetic field finger first. Remember, this is your force, this is your magnetic field, and this is your current. So I'm going to do the magnetic field finger first. So I take my hand, and I point my magnetic field finger from the north to the south. You can see that when I use my hand this way, I'm pointing my finger over here. It's going towards the south end of the magnet like that. So it's pointing kind of to the right, I guess. Then the next finger that I can orientate to match my diagram is my current finger, which is this finger over here. You can see that my nail is pointing downwards like that. And if you look at my diagram, my current is going in a downwards sort of direction on the left-hand side of the coil, if we look at this side of the coil. So if you take a look over here, like that. Do you see that my finger is pointing in the direction of that current? And then lastly, can you see that if I orientate my magnetic field finger, that one, and my current finger in that way, can you see that my force finger is pointing up? My thumb is pointing up. It's not pointing down, it's pointing up, which means that this side of the coil, the side that I'm looking at, is going to go up, which means that this side would go down, which means that would rotate clockwise. If we take a look at our next example over here, you can see that they say, this is a past paper question, they say a simplified diagram of an electrical machine is shown below. The first question would be, is this a motor or is this a generator? And you would say that it's a motor because of the power source. Then the second question I could ask you is, because of component A, you see A, they're pointing to this thing here. Is it an AC motor or a DC motor? And you would say that it's a DC motor because A, these are split rings. It's a split ring commutator. Then the next question that I could ask you is, will the coil rotate clockwise? So clockwise, or will it rotate anti-clockwise? And the way that we're going to work this out is, of course, by using our left hand. So remember, your left hand, you orientate your fingers in such a way, 90 degrees to each other. I always orientate my mother finger first. Remember, father, force, mother finger, magnetic field, and current finger, child. Mother goes from north to south. So your mother finger is going to point this way, not that way. Okay, so this way. Then, so we've done the magnetic field. Then they give you a battery. So as soon as they give you a battery, you know which way current is flowing. Remember, the long terminal is the positive terminal of the battery. The short one is the negative terminal of the battery. And we said we follow conventional current, which is from the positive to the negative. So the current's going to go like this. It'll go that way, then that way. Then it flows into this wire here. It goes up to the right and then down and back to the negative terminal. So it follows a loop like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I want you to pick a side of the coil that you want to work with. If you want to work, and I'll do both of them just to show you. Let's say we want to work with this side of the coil. Let's start with this side. I want you to use your left hand. So we've got the mother finger pointing north to south. The current finger, can you see that it's actually, if we look at the pink side of the coil, it's actually in the correct direction because it's pointing down. Look which way my arrow is going. My arrow is going that way. So my current finger is going that way. It's correct. And which way is my thumb pointing? It's pointing up. So what that means is that this side of the coil is going to move upwards. Okay? It's going to move upwards. And you can actually stop over there and you can say, okay, and I like to visualize it with a calculator or something. If this side of the coil, which would be this side of the calculator, is going to move upwards, my thumb pointed up. So this is going to move up. Do you see how this goes up and this goes down? Okay, so this side is going to go up, up. See here? It's flat. Here it's going up. And if it goes up, what sort of rotation is this? Anti-clockwise. I hope you can see that. If you want to confirm by checking the other side, you can do that. So ignore the pink side. Let's look at the green side of the coil now. So you use your left hand because it's a motor. Your mother finger, magnetic field, always points to the south. So still, that's correct. But my current finger, looking at the green side, is now incorrect because my current finger is saying that the current should be going down, but it's not. Look which way it's pointing. It's pointing up. So watch what you do. You flip your hand over like this. Okay, so it was like this. You keep everything still, so lock it in place, but then rotate your hand like that. So what's going to happen is this finger is still pointing to the south, but look at this finger now. Do you see that it's now pointing up? It was pointing down, this one. Now it's pointing up. And which way is my thumb going? You can't see it because it's underneath my hand, but my thumb is going down. What that means is that this branch is going down. And that makes sense. The branches would be going in opposite directions. So this one's going up, this one's going down, and that causes the coil to rotate anti-clockwise. Okay, this one is going up, this one is going down. Watch, if this goes down, this one goes up, and it goes anti-clockwise. Okay, try this one quickly. Also from a past paper. This is also a motor. It's a DC motor. There's the battery. There's a split ring commutator. Here's the coil. Try with your left hand and see which way it rotates. Okay, so left hand. Remember, I always do the magnetic field finger first. It must point from the north to the south. So can you see that I now need to rotate my hand? It needs to go this way. For this example, it went that way because the south is that way. For this example, the south is that way. Okay? So that's what I have so far. But let's just check the current direction. So this is the positive terminal. That's the negative terminal. We use conventional current. So from the positive to the negative. So the current is going this way. It'll come through here. Then it'll go up. And it'll come down. Like that and like that. Back to the battery. So the current is going up. So we've currently got that. Oh, that's actually correct. Can you see that my magnetic field finger is pointing to the south? My current finger, your middle finger, is direction of the current. If I choose to look at this side of the branch, then it's correct. Because look at my current. My current is going like that. And look which way my middle finger is going. It's going like that. And then which way is my thumb pointing? My thumb is pointing up. What that means is that this branch is going up, is moving upwards, which means that this branch should then move downwards, and you can use your left hand to check it out. So for this branch, you'd have to rotate your hand like that. Yep, my finger would be pointing like that. So this would go up, this would go down, which would look like this. This side would go up, which is clockwise. So the answer for this would be clockwise. So this one is going clockwise, and this first example that we did was going anti-clockwise. Last example. Now remember that this picture is capturing a moment in time. So this could either be going this way, okay? It's kind of leaning. It could be in the motion of going this way, or it could be coming up this way. So we need to figure out if it's going clockwise or anti-clockwise. The answer was there. I scratched it out. So it says electric motor. Again, it's a DC motor. Battery, split ring commutator. What you do, okay, so first try it yourself. Then you're going to see, okay, north and south. Here's the battery. Remember, the long terminal of the battery is the positive. The short one is the negative. So the current is going from the positive this way. Current's going that way, that way. It's going to go up the side and down the side. I don't know if that's clear on my arrows. Down that side. And then it'll come down here, back to the battery. Okay, now pick a side of the generator. It doesn't matter which side. Let's do the side first. You use your left hand. We're going from left hand, north to south, pointing to the south. If I'm talking about this green side, my finger is wrong. My current finger is wrong. Current should be going the opposite direction. This is telling me that it's going this way, but it should be going that way. Okay, you have to orientate your hand in a very awkward position, but my thumb is pointing down. You can't see it. It's pointing down. And my current is going that way, which it is. And my magnetic field to the south. So that means that my thumb is pointing down. It means that this side of the branch should be pointing down. Let's check with the other side of the branch. Let's highlight that side pink. Again, we use our left hand. So north to south, like that. My current finger is now correct. Current is coming this way. Look which way my finger is pointing, like that. And my thumb is going up, which means that this branch is going up. And that makes sense, because if this side, pink, this side goes up, this green side must go down. And that is a clockwise rotation. I really hope that that lesson helped you know how to use your left-hand rule to determine the direction of the force. I also have a lesson like this on generators, so go check that out if you need that help. I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye, everyone.